Hey guys, we're at it for another art lesson, and I'm so excited because first we learned about primary and secondary colors, and today we're going to talk about the emotions that colors give us when we look at them. You remember we used to start classes at school with our moon meter, and we talk about what color we were feeling that day. Sometimes some people would say they were red, which means they probably were kind of angry. But a lot of times yellow was a very top choice because you were happy, you're excited to be at school. Green, you usually probably felt a little mellow. And then there was blue. Blue definitely is one that reminds us of sad, just like remember the movie? So today we're going to talk more about why colors make us feel in the way they are. Now, blues and greens and even some purples are considered cool colors. Now, those cool colors kind of give us a little bit more of a calm feeling. So when you see blue outside in the sky, you're probably a little bit more calm and you're feeling calm. And when you see purple, it's the same. But if you see red, oranges, and yellows, they're considered warm. They bring out energy. Just think of the sun, how much energy you feel when you see the sun outside. And if you think of red, orange, and yellow, you probably think of fire. And man, what power and energy fire has to just destroy things. So we're gonna take a look at some of my favorite art pieces. These art pieces are the same picture, but they're done with different colors. And so every time you look at one, and then you look at the other with different colors, you're gonna have different feelings. But it's the same picture. How awesome is that? So today we're gonna get started and looking at a couple pictures, and we're gonna see if we can tell what emotions they make us feel when we look at them. Let's get started. One of my most favorite pictures is that by this artist named Vincent van Gogh. Now he lived a very long time ago, but he was a very famous painter who is known for this picture. This is the painting called Starry Night. Now in this picture, we see a scene depicted from a window of the city that he saw and the land and the countryside from his window. He created the stars and the sky as they reached up to the heavens. Now in this picture, we see that it's done in blues and some deep purples and blacks. Now we talked about the colors and how they can evoke emotions. And if you look at this picture, and with its blues and its purples, there's a very sad, very calm, very, very warm feeling about this. You know that it's nighttime, you know that he's looking out into the distance, and you can feel, just as he does, maybe a sadness, or maybe an unknown. Maybe he doesn't know. But what we do know is that this picture definitely does not tell us that he's excited about anything that's about to happen. It does not give us any feeling of energy. It's just calm. Now, what's amazing about this picture is that it has been redone and someone used different colors. Now look at this picture of the Starry Night. As you can see in this picture, there are vibrant reds and yellows, and there's orange here in the sun. You can still see the countryside and the church, and as the land melts into the sky, up into the heavens. But look at the difference it has with the colors. And the emotions that you feel now are probably energetic, probably excited. Oh, what a difference this picture has when we just change the colors. I'm sure the sun feels warm. I bet it's hot in this picture. I definitely can say that I feel hot when I look at this picture. The houses, they almost look like they're on fire with the reds and the oranges and the yellows. This picture is definitely different than the first one that we saw because of the colors it's used. It's the same picture. It's the same church. It's the same city. It's the same sky. It's the swirl pattern that he's known for. But with just changing the colors, we've changed the feelings that we have when we look at this picture. So many feelings happen when we look at colors, when we change colors. And so today we're going to talk a little bit more about that, and you're going to have a chance to paint the exact same picture, but using different colors to create different emotions. What we have learned today is that colors create emotions. And we learned about the warm colors, and the warm colors make us feel excited. They give us energy. Makes me think of the sun. And then the cool colors remind us of calm, reminds us of nighttime. So just like we saw the picture of the house, of the land and the sky, we're gonna do the same with our warm and cool color picture today. What we're gonna start with is a line in the center of our paper. So I'm gonna take my paper, and the easiest way to create a line is to fold your paper in half. And then you have the line in the center of your paper. With that line, I can trace down the middle to create the center of my picture. It doesn't have to be neat. Remember, art is perfect because it is yours. So we're going to start here. What I would like to do in the middle of my paper, I'm going to go up from the bottom. And what I'm going to do is create some small squares. What we're going to end up making is a sidewalk to our house. Now it doesn't have to be perfect. Remember, this is yours, this is your drawing, and this is the way that you see your art. So I'm going to just draw a few lines leading up to my house to make a sidewalk. And then it's gonna come straight down. And like I said, it doesn't have to be perfect. We'll be going over it again with our markers. So we have our sidewalk. Our sidewalk leads up to our house. Our house is going to be a very simple square house. It does have walls. We need to make the sides. It's going to be a pretty tiny house. Very pretty, very tiny house. This is the front of our house. Now we have a door, but it's split by the middle. We do have a roof that needs to go on. Come all the way over. And we're going to make a side of our house just over here, just a little out of the way. And then we'll come down. And like I said, it doesn't have to be perfect because perfect doesn't exist. Make our house a little bit bigger. My door is quite small for our house, but that is okay. We do need a window. I bet you have windows at your house. A little window here. Put a window on the side of the house here. Very simple house. Now sometimes the roof has those shingles. We see those little lines on the roof. So we're just going to make lines across our roof to create the roof shingles. They're kind of like tiles on the roof. Probably see them like squares or rectangles when you're looking at houses. So we're gonna put those on. And they're a little bit staggered, so just a little bit different. Like I said, this is your own art. Just quick and easy. Don't worry about making it perfect. Just have fun with it. Now what we're going to do after we have a quick little house, we can go over it again and we can trace it. I love tracing all of the things that I draw. It helps to clear up some of the mistakes that I've made. But like I said before, it doesn't make it perfect. It just makes it a little bit different. Now I have my window and I have my house. Now I'm gonna draw right here. Let's see. I'm gonna take off the lines of the house because if you have bushes in front of your house, you definitely won't see the lines of your house. So I have a huge shrub right here. We have some shrubs in front of my house. So I'm gonna go ahead and put a little bit of that there. Put a little extra line so you can see that it's a little shrub. And we're gonna put him here. Let's put another one. Let's go ahead and we can go ahead and we're gonna go around this side. He's gonna come around. Just a little shrub. Just a little bit of green we'll have, because I mean, we do have a lot of green. Now, we've got to start where the sky meets. So we're just gonna do a little line across our paper, little line. Now on the right, we are gonna be using our warm colors. And so this side will be night. So what you need to do, we're gonna draw a little moon, and it's like a little C, and it connects. Just like that. A couple stars in the sky. Yes. a little couple stars. If you need some help with that, you can ask an adult. A couple stars in the sky to remind us that it is nighttime on this side. Now over here, we know it's daytime, so we're going to do the sun. Now my sun, I'm going to do a circle. I'm going to do all of those lines. Very light, because I'm going to be using really great colors on that sun. So now we have two sides to our paper. We have a house, but that line in the middle is going to be our divider. So what I'm going to do is outline with a black. Now we know black is just a shade, it's not a color. So we're going to start and just outline our paper. Just get our house outlined, get an idea of what it looks like. You can go as slow or as fast as you would like. This is just a fun, simple drawing to remind us of color. Now remember, our paper is split into two, so I'm going to go straight down the middle of my artwork here. And we had our sidewalk that led up to our house. A little bit of a sidewalk. Now if you trace it, so there we go. And you can go off and get it a little bit bigger if you'd like, because I knew my door was a little tiny, so I'm gonna make him a little bit bigger. My window, definitely will be putting curtains on that window. I like a good curtain in the window. You can make some details that way. So we have the outline of everything that we have drawn, just very quickly. Very quick. And it could be a thin, it could be a crayon, it could be colored pencil, however you would like to do your outline, go ahead and do that. Now, I forgot the top of our house. Let's go back up and get the top tiles. Let's see. Now, my favorite thing about art is that it is what you make it. It's yours. So, just make it. And this is just going to be the reminder of what warm colors and cool colors are. Nothing fancy, nothing huge, nothing, I'd say a fancy Nancy word for fancy is elaborate. Nothing too elaborate, just something very simple house. And then we did have a moon in the sky. I'm gonna go ahead and try to outline him a little bit thin. If you hold your marker straight up, you can get a little bit of a thin line. I want a thin line on my moon. There he is. I'm not gonna outline my stars, and I'm not gonna outline my sun because I have some color I like to put on there. More color on that than I would do. I'm gonna put a little bit of a line on my house. Probably gonna do that with my colors. So remember, we're going to use our warm colors and our cool colors. So we are gonna have them on each side. Now, remember in our Starry Night picture? In that picture we first looked at the colors for night and it made us feel calm, made us feel serene. So we're going to do that on this side. I'm gonna start with is my grass. Now grass, I think I told you lay your marker flat and you could do lines with your markers. Just do a fat line. Yeah, looks like grass, looks like lines, almost like waves. I'm just gonna go straight across with my grass. Oh, my grass. Kind of like when somebody mows your grass and you see those lines in the grass. That's what happens when you go straight across. Just a little bit quick. For me, I love markers because I can draw these fat lines and it just makes it look even. But I do love the texture that you get when you draw like that. So I have my grass. Fill in on this side here. Now I did these on the side. I'm gonna go from the top on I'm gonna do the same in my bushes, but I'm gonna do a little bit of a pattern. Because a marker, if you color and swirl, even a crayon, gives you a little bit of a texture to make it see. So we have our bushes by our house. Now this house, I used to live in a blue house. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna start by making lines on my house. I want my house to be a lined house, so I'm going to kind of space it so it looks like there's a little bit of a line. I'm going to make my house blue. I'll put some blue siding. That's what they usually call this when you have those, your house has that line look to it. It's a siding. And it does go on the side of your house, so that's why it's called that. little bit of a line in between. I may put a little bit of a gray in between that to kind of give it some detail. There we go. That's my blue house. I do have a gray marker, so I'm going to put a little gray inside. It is not a warm color. It's just giving a little bit of a detail. It takes away the white space in that picture. Okay. Look at that already. That's looking awesome. Now my sidewalk, since we're still using these colors, I'm going to go ahead and do a little purple on my sidewalk. Like I said, color slow or as fast as you'd like. Take your time. No rushing. Take your time. A little bit. Color in all those white spaces. Now with black, you can color over it. You're not gonna see any different. So I have my sidewalk. Now the sky. You know what I would love on my house I did not do? So let's see. I'm gonna go ahead and take my pencil. I am going to go up, kind of go make a line. I'm gonna draw a little fireplace. Yeah, and some little chimney for a fireplace. Because I bet inside my house I have a fireplace. I love a good fireplace. Fireplaces are pretty fun, especially at Christmas. You know, Santa comes down in the fireplace. Gotta make sure we have one ready for him in our house. So let's get our chimney on our house. I am going to make my roof a little green. A little green roof. Like I said, make it as fast or as slow as you like. If you're still working on your grass or your side of your house, that's quite all right. We are working together. My chimney for my fireplace is going to be green. And my moon, I'm going to use my blue over here. Let's come up here. Now, if you have colors, a box of crayon colors, what you can do is use different shades of blue, green, and purple. So you don't have to just have those three. You probably have like 2 different blues and 2 different greens and 2 different purples. You can definitely do that. That would be a really beautiful picture. Now, since my sky is going to be purple, yes, our sky gets to be purple. I'm gonna make my stars in the sky blue to go with the moon. Yes, we get to make a purple sky. How awesome is that? We're gonna go ahead and begin with making our sky. Now, I'm gonna go ahead and just gonna go kind of fast like this because I love the texture of that. Come back and fill in the sky. Go right over that moon. Right over that. Yeah. Okay. And there we have one side. I'd like to do a different color on the door and some curtains. So, a little bit of a door and some curtains. It just comes around and goes down. All right, now, sometimes the windows have those lines in the middle, so I better grab some lines in the middle of my windows. There we go. Now that we've done the cool side, let's start on the warm side. I am going to I'm gonna make our grass on this side red. What? Yes, let's make it red. Do a little red grass over here. Do the same kind of lines. I'm gonna go straight across. This is gonna have a cool texture too when I get done. So straight across. Now, with the reds, look at that already. Look at the difference in the feeling that you have with this side of the picture. That is a different feeling. That's an excitement. That's not calm, nighttime, ready to go to bed like you saw on this side. It's a little calm. Already we have a lot of excitement happening with that red. We're gonna do the shrubs inside of our house, this orange color. Look at that excitement on that red. Now I'm going to go ahead and put lines on this house, but this house is going to actually have red lines. This side's going to have a little bit of a red line. Look at that already. That is pretty amazing. Let's do some yellow lines on this side. Such a different feeling already with those lines and with that color. It's definitely a very exciting side over here. Now we're going to go ahead and we're going to color this house orange. Yeah, we're going to go between those lines. Paint our house. Paint our house orange. We're going to go over here, paint this side orange. So many colors and emotions. This is a very exciting side. It looks so energetic. It looks like it's on fire. That grass looks like fire. Doesn't it look like fire, my loves? Wow. Now, let's put some red on the roof up here. This roof is going to be red. Quick red roof. Now, I did not outline that sun because, like I said, I wanted to outline it a little bit deeper. We're going to put some color into that. The pencil lines will give the dark for the black, but for now we're going to do a little red, and then we're going to go across the whole sky, yellow. It's going to be a yellow sky over here. I'm going to go kind of quick on this side. We're going to go straight across that sun, and then we're going to add some orange to it in just a second. Just a second. So let's get that yellow. Now let's go ahead and fix our sun up. Let's get some orange into that sky. Now remember, we talked about mixing our colors, and red and yellow makes orange. That red marker turned a little orange on us, but that's quite all right. We're going to make sure that we have plenty of color there. We may need another little red line there, just to give it a little bit of more texture. Look at that. Now what I love is a good smiley face in the sun. Look at that sky. So if you can see, just like we saw in our Starry Night picture, the side here with your cool colors, it is very quiet feeling. It's very calm. I bet you could just go right to sleep with that beautiful, peaceful blue moon and purple sky. It just is screaming peace and calm. And then you come over here and this is daytime. This is hot Texas daytime. What fire and energy that you see and excitement. It looks like heat. Definitely. This is a side of energy. Well, that is our lesson on warm colors and cool colors. You have your warm days and your cool nights. And I can't wait to see your pictures.